Right, now, I'm back now, early evening now. Now I keep saying I need a new camera. Now I definitely need a new camera. Something has happened to the record. I haven't checked the other videos out. Stupid bloody comment. Obviously I've not checked them out and you wouldn't know I've not checked them out, would you? Okay, this is how we'll doopy-doo, mate. Oh, I've got a stain on my shirt. Something's gone wrong with the record. It started recording. I've had to reduce the settings now to just basic to see if that works. It's now got to 17 minutes. It's no longer recording for 20 minutes. I'll check with the Nikon site, and there's no upgrades for this camera anymore. So anyway, I digress. From the other videos, I think this is video 5. No, it might be 6. So I've done all the various bits of photo etch, apart from that bit there, which I've left lying around. It's a bit stupid. Oh no, we did the swatch stickers. We did the bit, so I'm onto the manual now. I'm onto the user MK1 user manual, and hopefully this is still working with the microphone close to. Hope that didn't do anything, banging it. So we'll have a look through the actual manual now, for what it's worth. Right, now, because it's dark, I'm not sure if I can. Oh right, okay. I've got no light now anymore. It's I'm relying on the tabletop magnifier, and that's broke as well, by the way. I am having fun with stuff this week. So we saw the wooden deck. I showed you that. It's not zooming in, is it? I think it's, let's see if it's got something to do with this. It's sort of, right, now we'll get there in a minute. For some reason, let's see if we go a bit further down. I think it's zooming in too far. It won't focus perfect. Okay, that's not going to get a lot better than that. Right, so the manual for the parts, obviously. There's no page numbers that I can see anywhere. There wasn't for the one with HMS Hood either. They're sort of, I'm not going to say they're bad for that, but they're they don't tell you what order, you know, there's no, oh, it doesn't make any odds, but there's no order for the things to go. So anyway, page 1, so we're actually building, that's the aircraft. So this, oh okay, so this is building a cockpit, I suppose, inside the aircraft. If that's on the top, I mean, it's got to be on it. There's quite a bit of stuff underneath it as well. Oh no, it looks like it's, no, it's on the top. Oh, okay, so, right, okay, so I've got a choice here with these aircraft, haven't I? I don't think, I didn't see this in the manual. I didn't see in the instruction manual that you could have an option of wings folded or unfolded. Might be you have to cut them down, which is probably what that's saying there. That's interesting. So these photo etch parts here allow you to cut the wings down to have folded wings. Okay, so that's interesting. I'll have to decide on that one. That might be a bit complex. I'm not sure what these are, probably handrails. So that's page, supposedly, all these out of the way. So that's supposedly page 1. Now, yeah, I'm not going to be able to zoom in on this and keep it in focus, unfortunately. So let's see if I can... Oh, okay, so that's not too bad. Okay, so now you can see in one of the videos I was talking about all these little, what appear to be handrail for climbing up the sides. There's about 400 of them, there's tons of them. Now we come to these. I really am, I don't like them at all. I hate them, in fact. They are better in a trumpeter kit, to be fair. They can be built easier, as I explained in a previous video. These are really horrible to build because of how fine the steps are. But I don't know what it is. Oh yeah, you're looking at that the right way. I was looking at it upside down. I don't know what they just do something to the hull. I know people probably like them and say, well, it's a good idea to have them there. But I personally don't like them on the side of the hull. I think it takes away from the hull. It just looks weird. They're on the HMS hood and I haven't put them on. But I did add, well, I didn't make them up. What I did was I sort of had some spare ones, so I just put it on the side of the hull. Literally, I put a little dab of blue tack on and put it on the hull. And to be fair, once you looked at the hull, you were drawn to these. So I might not put them on. I'll have to see. And then we've got all this, look, all these bits going all around the edge. There's lots and lots of photo etch here. I think there's 5 or 6 parvanes alone. Where are we? I keep looking at this. So parvanes, I think there's about 5 or 6 of these. Might be more. There's quite a few. And there's all them little reels. Look, it seems to have a lot of hose reels on here as well. Now, where am I going? I'm going down. And once again, all this, another parvane down there, you see. And then all this stuff coming around the bottom of the hull, around the inside of the... I know there's a lot of that. I've got a huge amount of that to do. So let's have it. Right, now we've got funnels, start of the funnels. That's quite a bit, it's nicely detailed at the bottom there. It's got a bit of detail in, there's quite a bit of stuff going round the funnels as well. This is another one that I hate because it's bending it round and the ladder going all the way up. These ladders are easy to do because you don't have to bend the rungs out, so they're not too bad. There's a lot of photo etch around that funnel though. And this is not like 10 feet thick, this is super detailed photo etch. It's if I could get the Pontos, one of the Pontos kits, I'd love to do a Pontos kit, so I could compare, not necessarily the Bismarck, but just so that I could compare them. But as I mentioned in a previous video, when I did find somewhere that was putting the prices in and bringing it through customs, £525 as opposed to £284. Yeah, there's just no comparison. It's a shame really, because I think I could do quite a big, I hate, detest and love photo etch. And then looking at them decks with the wooden decks, they look not too bad. I'm not sure. I'm still out on the wooden deck, as I've said in a previous video. So we've got quite a bit going on there. A few ladders going up, the ones that I don't like, obviously. And then we come to, where are we? Where's the top of the page? Oh, yeah, I didn't see that. The microphone was touching the table. Alright, okay. You might not have heard me. Hopefully you've been able to hear me talking there. The microphone is on the table. I think I explained in another video that I changed the microphone. I changed the setting and I put it on a long sort of stick, a bit of dowling, so I could get closer to it, in the hope that you can hear better. So there's a fair bit in that. There's a nice bit of photo etch in there. That's got a fair bit of photo etch, and the handrails which go on last. And then what I've just done now. So this is the bit, as it says, not included in basic set, because this is the DX set, or whatever they called it, a super detailed set, so it doesn't have this in the basic set. So this is all just in this kit only. A fair few bits there. Once again, the wooden decks there. And then we got that's all wooden decks. That's quite a few bits there. And then we're into taking it that all that. I'm not sure if that's that bit that we were looking at under the thing, but these are the catapults, or the bits that the planes go on, that the aircraft go on. So they're nicely detailed, and then the radars there. Once again, a fair bit of detail in these. So it's pretty, you know, for a kit that is not, have I got that the right way up? I got it the right way up for me, but not for you. Right, so you at least get a, I was looking at them in another kit and wondered what they were. Yeah, they are, they're shells. So it'll be interesting to see how they're going to be used. So this is a replacement for all the guns. There's quite a few of them. There's a fair few replacements there. And then coming up to the main gun, not a lot of detail in the main gun really. Not a lot to do on it either. There doesn't seem to be as much detail in the Bismarck as there are in some of the other ones. Now this has now got, now this is what I do like. This is what I like. What happens with the kit when you're building the kit, you've got no idea what you're building because it doesn't tell you. One thing that they should do in these kits is put in what they are, so at least you know from this you've got the Admiral's barge, the captain's log, gig, sig, jig, whatever that is. The 8 metre long boat, 6 metre long boat. So you can actually, it actually just tell you what they are, which is important. So the 11 metre launch, these are interesting to build. They can be difficult to build them. I don't particularly like building them bits, but we'll see. And then it'll be a while before I start building this. And then there's quite a few reels, as I said earlier on, 4 there. 7, 9, 13, so there's 13, 14, so there's 14 reels, 8 parvanes, there's quite a few parvanes, so that's not too bad. And then you get the replacement stuff, you get the davits. Oh, that's that ship's bell that we were looking at in a previous video. Because it says there, ship's bell. Right, last one. Let's have a look, see if I've got it the right way up. I've got it the right way up for you, I think. So this is the mast, obviously. There's a fair old few bits to put in. That leads to quite a few bits. There's quite a few bits, yeah, there's quite a lot of detail in that. And then the final bit is, well, it's all mass, so it's just little bits. Oh, and there's what's in the box, or in that part there. Right, now. So that's the Bismarck MK1 upgrade kit. Be a while, but I've only got 2 minutes left now. It'll be a while yet before I start building it, but hopefully I'll get it built. So that's the MK1 upgrade kit done in, I think, 6 videos. I know at the very first video you saw me tear that box apart. I'm not bothered about that. I don't put it back in the box. I get the kit box out, put it all back in the kit box with all the rest of the. So along with the photo etch in the kit, it gives you 2 lots, especially them handrails. I just can't get over how good those handrails are. They are exceptionally good handrails. I look forward to getting all frustrated doing that. And then let's have a look. And there's HMS hood, which you can't see because that's in the way. So we can't focus in on it. But I've actually added loads to that since the last video I put up of it. And it won't focus on it. It's trying to focus in all the different backgrounds. There's too many backgrounds for it to focus on, unfortunately. Yeah, it's not going to focus. It's focusing on the curtains. Stupid bloody camera. So that's, anyway, that's as you can see, I added quite a bit to this. You just caught the main cranes there. It's only got 50 seconds left anyway, so